What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Bundesliga career mode. This is episode number 34. We're starting today's stuff on the back of our win over Frankfurt. Still missing Jamie Lewelling, but still clinging to top spot. Really tough run for him. We haven't lost since the Bayern Munich game back in December, but the draws have really hurt us. We had an 8-point gap at the top. It's been cut to 1 by the champions. 11 games to go. And I just don't know if I can hang on to pole position with just over 10 remaining. So yeah, heading into the first game of today's episode, Stuttgart away, Mercedes-Benz Arena. Heading into this game, not feeling too confident despite the win against Eintracht Frankfurt. Mainly because of the condition of the pitch. Now, obviously, I never change the weather when I play FIFA CM. Whatever the game gives me is what I play with. And snow is always one of the most difficult positions to play in because the turf is frozen, the ball just bounces off it like it's concrete. And I think the thing that really hurts me playing in the snow is also like the brightness. Now, I don't know if you guys experience the same as me here as Masaya Okugawa gives us the lead here, 32 minutes in with goal number 14 for the season. But the brightness of the pitch when it's covered in snow, it's just so strong. And again, I don't know if you guys have the same problem as me, but like visually, I feel impaired when I play in the snow. It really is something which I struggle to deal with. We were leading by a goal. We've been a better team in the first half. Should have been 2-0 up really, but in the second half, I needed Schuster to make a couple of great saves to keep us still leading by 1. One from close range and a good save there, though, down to his right-hand side, as we still had the advantage. Stuttgart in the second half pushing for a leveller, as I'd really eased off the gas after a good first half. Still only in front by a goal, but from that Schuster to save, we come on a break. Wimmer crosses to the middle, and Kolo Muani, with just over a quarter of an hour on the clock, gives us the second goal and the dagger as he scores against his former team. We signed him on transfer deadline day in the summer window. As we know, Jamie Lewelling getting that injury. Kolo Muani's come in and he's done okay. He's done alright in the absence of our star striker. So 2-0 Bielefeld. At that point there, that was the dagger. That killed the momentum for Stuttgart. They had the chance in the second half. Good couple of saves from Schuster. Kept us still leading. And once we got that second goal, it was like we ripped the heart out of Stuttgart. At that point, it was game over. Ludwig had the third soon after our second, and that was how the game would finish. Final score, Stuttgart 0, Bielefeld 3. Glad to get a clean sheet. Those have been in rare supply this season, and back-to-back wins for the first time in a while as well. So, a win over Frankfurt, a win over Stuttgart, 3-0 at the Mercedes-Benz Arena there, and as you'll see the league table, 10 games to go, and Bayern are not letting us go and claim their throne. We are still only 1 point behind. We have the slightly worse goal difference record. We're only 4 points clear of Leverkusen. Now Leipzig, our following opponents, are 11 points behind. They could still theoretically get back in the title race, but I'd say now, in the business end of the season, 10 games to go, it's a 3-horse race. Us, Bayern, and Leverkusen. It's 3 teams going for the title now. And you'd say, even though we've been in pole position for a while, even though we're still clinging on to top spot, I'd still say we're the underdogs, man. You know, Leverkusen are a better team than us. I'm not going to try and deny it. I know we've beaten them, but they're still a better team. Bayern Munich have been the most dominant team in German football for over a decade. We're still the underdogs. I'm still saying it, you know. I know for a while I changed my mentality and I started saying we were favourites now, but no, I think we're still the underdogs. And you see the fixtures here in March as well. Oh my goodness, massive games. Leipzig at home, they need to win to have any chance of getting back in the title race. Leverkusen away, our rivals Bochum, Dortmund away, and the small matter of the fact we've got the Europa League quarterfinals against Lokomotiv Moscow as well to come. So yeah, massive games in March, and I think this is the make or break month for Armenia Bielefeld. You know, the Europa League games against Lokomotiv Moscow, golden chance to get to the semis. No disrespect to the Russian side, but I would say we are favourites heading in to that tie there. But Leipzig desperately trying to get back in the title race. Leverkusen in 3rd place, Dortmund away, and our rivals Bochum too. Well, this is going to be a really big month for Bielefeld. Again, I would call it make or break. So yeah, second game of season, so back-to-back wins in the Bundesliga. Now a massive test here at the Schuko. RB Leipzig 11 points behind us in the table right now, and heading into the game as well after Bayern won the day before on the Saturday. This game coming on the Sunday, we had to win to return to top spot. Failed to match Bayern's result and would slip to second at the end of the game week for the first time in months. So Leipzig at home, pressure on. It was a tough start as well. Schuster making a couple of great saves early as Leipzig had made a better beginning. But Kolo Muani got his second goal to get us in front. And I said, 6 goals in 10 this season. Obviously, Jamie Lewelling's broken toe means he's forced to start now as opposed to come off the bench. But he's not letting me down. Kolo Muani makes it 1-0. We have the early advantage. Leipzig trying to hit about 36 minutes in, and they do so as well. Former PL stars linking up here. St. Maximin, formerly the Magpies, rolling it through to DCL. Calvert-Lewin, the former Toffee, who finds the back of net to put Leipzig back on level terms. They're attacking this game. You would have seen their lineup heading into the game. It's just unbelievable, man. So much prowess up top, but 45 minutes in, oh my goodness, just one of those games where Masaya Okugawa is just absolutely pulling the strings. Kolo Muani with the first goal, Hack gets a second, but look at this for a through ball from the weaker right foot from Okugawa. Great awareness from Kolo Muani to dummy, leap over the ball, but the through ball from Okugawa, absolutely brilliant to assist Hack's 9th of the season and our 2nd of the game as well. Masaya is my guy, man. I love this guy to pieces. I talk about it all the time, but in this team, I wouldn't say there's an out-and-out certified hero. Like, there are just so many good players in this team. We're more of a core, if you will, than a one-man band. But Okugawa to me is my star. I love him. Top scorer in the team this season, and also the top assist maker as well. He is brilliant. 2-1, we're leading. Schuster had to be called into action in the second half again, make a good save at the near post, keep us in front on the stroke of the hour mark here. Well, I talked about Leipzig attack and how good it is. So Maximin and Calvert-Lewin linked up for the first goal, and then Dusan Vlahovic, the former Fiorentina striker, where is he going? Scores the second, put Leipzig back on level terms as we're once again pegged back by the side in 4th place right now. But 71 minutes in, still tied at 2-2. Both teams needed a win, really. A draw wouldn't do either side a favour, so both teams were pushing for it. Really end-to-end game. This one's so fun to play. And with 18 minutes to go, he's my guy. Masaya Okugawa sets up the first 2 scores after a great first touch, and the finish, even better past Alex Ramiro as he beats the Spaniard at the near post. I can't get enough of this guy, man. I really can't. We're back in front for the 3rd time in the game. It's 3-2, and I was thinking, surely not going to surrender a lead for a 3rd time in the game. What did I mention earlier? Leipzig attack, so good, so unstoppable. Daniel Malen bangs in their 3rd leveler in the game. And I tell you what, you can't have 3 leads in a game, fail to win and call it a good result. Ordinarily I'd say a draw against a good Leipzig side isn't a bad result at all, but 3 leads at home, and I surrendered them every single time. And again, Leipzig's attack's amazing, man. Calvert-Lewin, Vlahovic, Malen, St. Maximin, great supporting cast as well. But that's a throw, man. That is an absolutely terrible throwaway. But it also shows the mentality change this season. We've gone from, saying a draw against Leipzig is a great result to this season where we've came on leaps and bounds, like I predicted, and saying that's a bad result, because it is. I should have won that game, man. I led 3 straight times, and I threw away the lead on every single occasion. I was honestly, man, like, you know me, I don't rage, I don't get, angry, but I was so frustrated coming to the end of that game because you can't lead 3 times and surrender the lead every single time and expect to win a championship. Come on, man. So, yeah, following game and the final one of today's episode, Lokomotiv Moscow away, Russia. First leg of our Europa League last 16 tie. I think I incorrectly called it the quarterfinals earlier, but yeah, last 16 tie after our bye, courtesy of topping the group to get through the round of 32 as a bye. Heading into the last 16 away from home, our form has been stuttering recently, so heading into this game, no disrespect to the Russians, but I thought it would be the stronger and firm favourites heading into this clash. But I have to say, maybe complacency, overconfidence was key, because heading to the game, Kolo Muani gave us the lead to extend his scoring streak, but Lizakovic put Lokomotiv Moscow right back on level terms, and this was a really tough first half. I thought we might be 2 or 3 goals up at the break, maybe overestimating our ability and underestimating Lokomotiv Moscow, because instead, 6 minutes before half-time, we were down by a goal away in Russia. So 2-1 down at the break, and I was thinking, okay, alright, we just threw away 3 straight leads against RB Leipzig. We've thrown away pole position in the Bundesliga. If we lose here away in the Russian capital, I've got to be honest, man. I don't think we'll win the second leg. I don't think we'll make it through. And I don't think we'll cover in the season. We need someone to bail us out in the second half. And talk about your unlikely heroes. What's that saying? If you're going to score your first goal for your club, make it a memorable one. Jordan Torunarigha, the former Hertha Berlin defender, with an absolutely brilliant goal for his first in a Bielefeld shirt. Corner failed to be dealt with, chests it down, and then volleys it first time, bottom corner. 2-2, and that was how the game would finish. Our poor, inconsistent run of form continues. It's crazy to think we still haven't lost since mid-December against Bayern, but we've drawn more games than we've won in this run. Another draw here away in Russia, 2-2 the final score. Not too many chances in the game, but 4 goals, 2 for either side. We'll head back to Bielefeld. The tie, I would say, is in the balance due to no away goals now. I gotta say, this has been a tough run for Bielefeld, and I'm really struggling now. 9 games to go in the league. We're a point behind Bayern as we drop to second. Leverkusen are only 2 points behind us as well. I'd say it's a 3-horse race now, with 3 points separating the top 3. And heading back to the Shuko for the second leg against Lokomotiv Moscow, only just about escaping with a draw as well. This is a tough run for Bielefeld. But that will end today's episode of the Bundesliga career, guys. Big fan of watching. Enjoyed it. If you haven't, just like. Most love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode of the Bundesliga career mode very soon.